So today we are going to discuss an important chapter of your syllabus, and the name of the chapter is Valuation of Brands. And guys, this chapter holds an important weightage in your examination. So a question comes from the examination. Alternatively, from brands and HRA. So two chapters are there, which I'll be harping upon. I'll be asking you to work really hard on these two chapters, valuation of brands and valuation of HRA. So guys, in alternative terms, these two chapters have been coming in the examination, but I feel that valuation of brands has come much more than valuation of HRA. So valuation of brands hold a very important position in your examination. So yes, you have to do it properly. There are some concepts which are there in this chapter. Fortunately, guys, this chapter is not that lengthy. It's a very short chapter, and by doing some few questions, some few numericals, you are able to cover almost the entire part of this chapter. So this chapter is really short one, but an important one. And if you want to do smart study, then you can actually work through this particular chapter. So administrator is saying voice is not clear, sir. Hello. Is my voice not clear?
Yeah, clear, sir. Clear.
It's clear. Okay. Yes. Okay. All right. Okay. So guys, let's start the chapter valuation of brands, and this chapter is all about brands, and we are aware what are brands. We have seen brands in our daily life. We deal with these brands day in, day out, and we deal with various brands. We have liking for certain brands, and we have dislikings for other brands also. So can you identify some of your favorite brands from this set of brand list which I've given to you? Yes, sir. There are a lot of brands which we can identify. So guys, I'll point out to a particular brand, and you have to tell me what is the name of this particular brand. I'll point out to a particular brand, and in the chat box you have to write down very quickly what does this brand signify. What is the brand name called? So I have encircled one brand. What is the name of this particular brand? You have to just write one word, the name of this brand. That's it. Just one word, whatever I've circled. Okay, perfect. Rahul Kumar, Balwinder Kaur, Smriti, Manisha, Neha Kumari. Perfect. So yes, this brand is pertaining to a giant in the field of beverages and some snacking options which it gives to us. Yes, this brand is known as McDonald's, and I just want to ask you one thing, guys, all of you. In one word, if I want you to describe McDonald's, how will you describe McDonald's in one word? Just one word. Just write one word in the chat box. Not more than one word. How will you describe McDonald's in one word? Okay, burgers, food supply, great. Refer. What is refer? French fries, burgers, loving it. Yes, that's Satyam. Very good. Rehement. I don't know what Neha Kumar is trying to write. Loving it. Snacks, burgers, foodie. Absolutely, Moni Gupta. Foodie's paradise. So McDonald's can be a foodie's paradise. Refreshment. I am love it. Pradeep says I'm love it. So Pradeep, do you miss this McDonald's in your lockdown period? Yes, we all miss McDonald's in lockdown period. So yes, guys, you've written it correctly that McDonald's is famous for its food, junk food, office time masti, burgers and pizzas. Not pizzas, but the McPuff. I love McPuff of McDonald's. And yes, McDonald's is famous for all these things, and McDonald's make us remind of. So just hear my words properly, because I'm going to connect these words in my later lecture. McDonald's reminds us of good burgers, of amazing McPuffs, of amazing French fries, and plethora of options of snacking. Absolutely, guys, you are absolutely right. Next, I'm going to highlight some brand symbol. Okay, I have encircled one more brand symbol. Now, guys, you have to tell me which brand does this particular symbol showcases in one word. Obviously, there's one word only for this particular brand. Brand name. I want the brand name. Guys, brand name. Apple. Okay, perfect. Lots of apples. Apple. Yes, Apple. Apple Inc. Yes, the US subsidiary of Apple, the holding company is known as Apple Inc. Okay, yes, this brand is Apple. And in one word, I want you to Define Apple. How do you find the brand Apple? In one word, I want you to define Apple for you. What do you mean by Apple, and how do you describe Apple? In one word, I want you to describe Apple. Quality. Quality is one word. Luxury. Absolutely luxury. Unique. Unique is a very good word which can be associated with only one brand, which is Apple. I agree. Electronic accessories. Perfect. iOS. Yes. The best operating system in the world. The flawless operating system. Stylish. Innovation. Security. Technology innovation. Standard. Guys, you are amazing. Trust me, you are amazing. Royal. Sushma. Beautiful word. Rich ka baap. Jayashree says. Rich ka baap. I agree. Classy. Yes, you guys are definitely into it. And yes, all these words describe Apple. All these words are associated with Apple. So Apple gives you an experience which is not only stylish, which is not only classy, which is not only royal, which is also flawless, which is also devoid of any problems which we face. So probably the best in class, the best thing, the best technology, the best electronic accessories which we have is definitely Apple. Now just hold on. Brand loyalty. Okay, Sayam Chutani says brand loyalty. Very good word, Sayam, and I'm going to elaborate upon this word in a short while. I'm encircling one more brand. If you have heard about this brand, I'm encircling one brand. Guys, Starbucks, coffee. Yes, Starbucks. Now I want one word to describe Starbucks coffee. So when the first time the Starbucks was launched in India, it was about 2 years back, I guess. It's not a very old brand. And when it was launched, I remember there were huge lines which were outside the Starbucks cafe, and people used to wait for 1 hour to get one cup of coffee. 1 hour waiting was there at every Starbucks showroom. So how to define Starbucks? Yummy, refreshment, taste, refreshment, tasty, yummy, absolutely royal. Yes. And guys, have you ever tasted the choco chip Java coffee of Starbucks? Absolutely, sir. I still remember the choco chips melting in my mouth. And yes, the coffee chain is known for its costly. Yes, it's costly. It's tasty, taste of class. Absolutely. Absolutely true, guys. You are right. Now, let me highlight one more. Last one. This is the last one. Last symbol for you. Okay. This is the symbol. I want you to tell me which product is prepared by this company. What is their main product? I want the product name of this particular company. The product name. And I'm opening the chat box again. Product name. Absolutely. The first option is shoes, sportswear, and specifically sports shoes. Yes, absolutely. Shirts. So t-shirts are prepared by this company, and what other products do they have? Sports world. Caps. Yes, caps, sports accessories, jerseys, caps, gloves, bags, and probably bat. Yes, bat also. Gym wear. Yes, Sakshi, you are right. Produced by a Nike. Okay, perfect. Socks. Yes, sunglasses. Okay, one word to describe the products which is being manufactured by Nike. One word. Because I know you might have used its products. How did you feel after using this? Comfort. Yes, I am. Sporty, classy, quality, brand. Yes, brand. They are all brands. Brand is a common thing. Status symbol. Okay, Nike is status symbol. Classy and comfort, long lasting, classic. Word on white t-shirt. Yes, Nike is the word which is written on white t-shirt. Quality. Player's choice. Yes, very good. Lipin, it's a beautiful word. Player's choice, that it is a choice for players. Unmatchable. So the quality is unmatchable. Superior, highlighter. True cosmopolitan. Oh, Smriti, good word. True cosmopolitan. Symbol, quality. And all these were lightweight material. Yes, Harpreet, you are right. Very lightweight material. Benchmark for company assets. Absolutely, guys. So I have closed the chat box now. And guys, you are absolutely right. You have correctly identified these brands. And not only have you identified these brands for me, but you've also told me the specific features which this brand had. These are the specific features which this brand had. Now, my question to you would be, these are all brands. These are all brands which we deal with our daily routine. And I want one thing from all of you now. Guys, how do you define a brand? What is a brand? And I want only one word answer. I want definition of brand, but only in one word, not more than one word to be used. Definition of brand. So I'm opening the chat box again. How do you define brand? Only one word. Status. Brand is a status. Okay. Image in the minds of the customers. That's amazing. Beautifully drafted by Sakshi. Quality, symbol. Okay. Logo, loyalty. Logo is a good word. Experience. Perfect. Quality, easy identification. Guys, I've got the word which I wanted. So I am really happy that you didn't tell me that, oh sir, it is a unique trademark which is there on some particular product. It is a unique symbol which is there on a particular product. It is a logo which is there on a particular product. Guys, the brand is in theoretical terms. In theory, you will write this, that brand is that particular logo, that particular trademark, that particular mark which is there on any product, which makes it identifiable. You will write this in theory, but in practical, valuer's word, the meaning of intangible is that the meaning of brand is that brand is an experience. The way you felt after using that particular brand defines the brand. So brand is nothing but an experience. Yes, theoretically, we have definitions of brand, which says that brand is a combination of logo, visual images, or any other visual thing which is put in on a product for its identification. This is the theoretical definition of a brand, but I am a valuer. Guys, from a valuer's perspective, brand is an experience. The experience which you got after buying that Nike shoes, which was very, very comfortable, and you could jump comfortably, you could walk comfortably, you could run comfortably using that Nike shoes. The evening which you spent with your friends in McDonald's and chatting with your friends and having snacks at a very, very reasonable cost. The dates which you had with your girlfriends and boyfriends in Starbucks, having expensive coffees and showing off that you like expensive stuff. And all those moments that you spend, the moments that you spend with your Apple products, which made you feel amazing because Apple products are flawless. So all these things boil down to a point that brand is an experience. Brand is nothing which is a logo. I know it is identified by logo, but ultimately brand generates some emotions in you. Whenever you see a brand, they generate some emotions in you. And that emotion is generated because of the amazing experience which that brand had given to you. Now, guys, my next question to you would be, and I'm a valuer now, and I'll ask you so I'm asking you difficult questions now. And my next question to you would be, what if McDonald's increases its price by 1.5 times after the lockdown? Will you still eat McDonald's, or you will switch over to some other product? You will switch over to some homemade burger, or you will still eat McDonald's even after the premium price which the McDonald's will charge you if McDonald's increases its prices. Will you still eat McDonald's? Will you still eat at McDonald's? Will you still eat Pizza McPuff? Guys, answer is a clear yes. If I'm addicted to a particular product, if I'm addicted to a particular experience, if I've experienced an iPhone once, I've been using Apple iPhone, and if I've experienced Apple iPhone once, and if I like it, I will always use it, even if they charge something premium. And what will charge? Guys, Starbucks price. Still, people are crazy about Starbucks. They are already selling expensive coffee in India, but people are crazy about Starbucks. They don't want to leave Starbucks, even if they are charging premium price. They don't care about it. What do you think? Is Apple not charging a premium price? Absolutely, guys. Apple is also charging a premium price. And despite of the premium price, Apple is getting customer loyalty. What do you think? Is Nike not charging a premium price? Do you think the shoes which you buy for 10,000 rupees, are they worth of 10,000 rupees? Answer is a clear no. I think the cost of manufacturing of that particular 10,000 shoes would not be more than 1,000 or 1,500. It is only during the chain of wholesale, retail, etc., distributors, the showroom, the factory, the profit margins, they escalate the value from 1,500 to 10,000. Everyone is charging a premium. And how are they able to charge the premium? Because guys, they have given amazing experience to their customers. So let me move on to the value chain of brand. And this is the value chain of the brand, which you can see on your screen. So guys, just have a look at this value chain of the brand. Brand leads to, brand means experience. Brand means good experience. Good experience gives us customer loyalty. Customers are loyal towards us. So good brand gives us good experience. Good experience gives us good loyalty. Good loyalty makes us charge premium price. And that premium price is nothing but the brand. So from a valuer's perspective, guys, valuer is only bothered about money. I am only bothered about money. Is your brand fetching you additional money? The question is your brand fetching you premium price? In case your answer is a yes, then I am a valuer and I will be able to value your brand. Because valuation is not possible unless and until premium price is charged, unless and until something over the normal is charged. Only when something above the normal selling price is charged, only then will I be able to value a particular brand. And this is the value chain of brand. What is the value chain of brand? That brand is nothing but a good experience. Experience will result into customer loyalty. Customer will be more loyal towards me. Customer will have more liking towards my products. Customer will have more references for me. People will be referenced. One person will tell another person will tell another person. So this way the loyalty chain will work, and ultimately I will be able to charge for my products. And when I'll be able to charge premium price for my products, that premium will be termed as the brand value. So now I've given you a hint on how will I arrive at the brand value. The hint is that I will arrive at the brand value through premium price. This is my source of valuing the brand. And wherever I'll be able to charge premium price, I'll be able to value my brand. Okay, sir, we got the logic. So let's move on. So this is the value chain which I had to tell you. Okay, these are the features of a brand asset, and the features of the brand assets are there must be some specific right to future benefits. So there are some right to future benefits. Yes, using this brand, I will be able to earn supernormal profits. I will be able to earn a lot of money. So this is the benefit which I'll be deriving from this brand. Then the right must accrue to specific individuals. Yes, the right of earning the additional value should not be publicly available. So Nike logo can be used only by Nike company. It should not be publicly available. It should be available only to specific individuals. And if it is available to specific individuals, then we say that that individual has a brand asset. So what are the situations where the benefits will be available to people at large? Guys, there's a situation where the benefits of certain things will be available for people at large. So I'll give you an example. Suppose if my shop is on the main road and a metro station is stationed just across my shop, then it will be a benefit for me. It will increase my sales. How will it increase my sales? Because the customers who will be coming out of the metro station and going inside the metro station will see my products, will see my showroom, and that will increase my sales. But the problem is that that benefit is available to public at large and not only to me. So only those benefits which are available to specific individual, only to specific people, can be called as brands or can be monetized as brands. So that is a feature of a particular brand. Then there must be legally enforceable claim. Guys, this is a must for accruing your brand assets and valuing your brand. Guys, you should have some legally enforceable claim, which means that you should be able to enforce your right on your brand, and you should be able to ask anyone who uses your right illegally to give you the compensation or give you some money against the benefits which it has derived illegally. So you should have legal right on that particular brand. Only then will I be able to recognize brand as an asset. Then asset must arise out of past transactions or event. So there has to be certain past transactions or certain events which have had in past, like long standing business. So if you are doing business for a very long time and you have been slowly been able to develop your brand over a period of time, then guys, you definitely stand a chance of recognizing brand as your asset in your books of accounts. So it arises out of past transactions or events, or long standing business use, practice, and marking of products and corporate houses by one name and representing logo for it. So these are the characteristics or features of a brand asset. Okay, sir. Okay, now let me introduce you to the accountant's paradox. First of all, I want to know, what do you mean by an accountant? Who is an accountant? Have you ever heard this word accountant? Who is an accountant? I want one word answers. What is the thing that you are reminded of soon as you hear this word accountant? What are the things that you are reminded of? And I'm opening the chat box for few seconds, just a few seconds. And I want to know, what is an accountant? Okay, who maintains accounts? Perfect. Munshi. Sayam, that was really regional. Munshi. Who manages entries? Person who's maintaining books of accounts. Okay, bookkeeping. That is a good word. Bookkeeping, draft accounts. Who prepares the books of accounts? Person who's preparing the books of accounts. And guys, the books of accounts are prepared basis of what standard? I want you to name the standards on the basis of which books are maintained. Standards. Which standards are used? Accounting standards. Absolutely, either accounting standards or the Ind AS. These are the two accounting standards which are prevalent with India. As of now, these two standards are prevalent. Either they are Ind AS or they are accounting standards. The accountants are preparing their books on the basis of either accounting standards or the Ind AS. They are the two regulations which are there in India for preparing the books of accounts, which are done by accountants. Yes, guys, absolutely right. Now, I am not here to criticize the accountants, but I am here to make you the difference between the accounting policies and the valuation policies. Guys, accounting purely focuses on reporting your assets in the books of accounts to the government or to the stakeholders or to the shareholders. But me as a valuer, my responsibility is not reporting. My responsibility is to value, is to compute the correct worth of your asset and help you with a merger and acquisition deal or any sales or purchase deal. So guys, there is a possibility that my principles, which means valuers' principles, may substantially vary from the accountant's principles. There is a huge variation between what accounting standards say and between what valuation standards say. There may be huge differences. And today, I'm going to highlight the differences between the accounting standards and the valuation standards, which are there with respect to brands. Okay. So let's start the accountant's paradox. Paradox means something which is weird, something which is inconsistent, something which is different from the usual. So the accountant's paradox is, okay, there are two kinds of brands, guys. One is acquired brand. Acquired brand means the brand which I have purchased from someone. So someone had a, I approached that person and I told him, hey, I want to buy your brand. That is known as acquired brand. And I acquire a brand by paying some amount of money to that particular person. Okay, acquisition can happen in two ways. One, when only brand is purchased. When you have not purchased the entire business and you ask the other person, okay, I don't want to purchase your other assets. I want to purchase only your brand name. That's it. I don't want to purchase anything else. And the second option is when you purchase the entire business along with the brand. Because a brand will not work without its assets. So suppose if I want to buy Haldiram's, what will I do of brand Haldiram if I don't have the outlets of Haldiram? What will I do of brand Haldiram if I don't have the chefs of Haldiram? What will I do of brand Haldiram if I don't have the infrastructure which Haldiram has? I'll be absolutely zapped if I purchase only brand. So the second option of acquisition of brand is that while we purchase the entire business, while purchasing the entire business, I purchase brand as a part of business, then also it is known as acquisition of brands. So brands, guys, can be acquired in two ways. Way number one, when only brand is acquired from another company. And second is when entire company's entire concern is acquired along with the brand. These are the two situations where I can purchase brands. Okay, can I also self generate my brand? Yes, sir. Haldiram's has self generated his brands. So Haldiram's is one of the very famous groups, not only in India, but across the world, who has developed its brand like no other brand. Today, Haldiram is known for its good quality food, good serving ways, amazing decoration, amazing presentation, consistent food all across the outlets. So, guys, if you are say in Delhi, then if you have chole bhature in Delhi of Haldiram's, they will taste exactly the same as chole bhature which will taste in South India. They will taste exactly the same as compared to the chole bhature which are served in Singapore. So guys, across the globe, as many outlets of Haldiram's are there, they serve consistent food. And that is how brand Haldiram has been self-generated or self-made. So how do you create a self-generated brand? Creativity, consistency. So you have to be creative, you have to be innovative, you have to be consistent, and differentiation. You have to offer something different from what market is offering. So if you offer these three things, creativity, consistency, and differentiation, if you have these three elements within you, then you have the capability of developing a successful brand. You can generate a successful brand. Sir, what is the difference between goodwill and brand? Guys, there is a difference between goodwill and brand. So a brand is goodwill is in a very broad sense the image of a particular company. So I'll give you an example. Reliance as a group is very, very popular in social work also. It does a lot of social work. So yesterday only Reliance has pledged that it will feed 3 crore people in India daily. It will feed 3 crore people. It will give food to 3 crore people daily in India. So what is the image of Reliance as a group? The image is that, okay, Reliance group is not only into profit making, but they are also giving back to the society. They are doing good to the society. So this is the image. This is the goodwill of the company. Now, what do you mean by brand? Brand means, sir, we used Reliance Trends products, and Reliance Trend products are really good. We were satisfied after using the Reliance Trend products. So goodwill is a broad term and brand is a narrower term. That is the difference between goodwill and brand. So self-generated brand is generated on the basis of three things. Three essential ingredients are creativity, consistency, and differentiation. You have to be creative, you have to be consistent, you have to follow same pattern, and you have to differentiate your products, which means you have to offer something new to your customers every time so that they are interested and engaged in your product. Then, of course, marketing campaigns are one of the major contributors to self-generated brand. How do you market yourself? How do you display your sensitivity towards the customers, towards the products that you produce, etc., etc.? How well are you marketing your product? So, guys, an amazing example of marketing is MDH spices. So, in North India, these spices are really popular. MDH. And these spices are very, very old spices group in India. And guys, this spices group has maintained its marketing strategy. Guys, I'll tell you one thing, that almost all the products which existed at that point in time when MDH had launched its products, all those products have almost wiped off from market. But MDH is one is an ancient product because of its marketing strategies, because of its good product, because of its strong brand. It has been able to sustain over the years. Same goes for a brand called Nirma. Nirma is a washing powder which is I think more than 50 years old. Due to their strong marketing technology, due to their strong marketing strategies, they have been able to sustain the market pretty well. Okay, so these are the two kinds of brands: acquired brand and self-generated brand. Now, guys, let me take you to your accounting world. Yes, your accountant's world. Guys, your accountants will tell me, what will accountant tell me? Accountant will tell me only brand acquired from other existing concern. If you are falling in the under the first case, this is the first case. If you have purchased only the acquired brand, if you are only purchasing the brand which has been acquired for another concern, then the value of brand should be price paid for acquisition. The brand value will be price paid for acquisition. Now, if you have been following this Zoom session since beginning, In the first class, I had told you the basic principles of valuation and pricing. Guys, if you have been following me well, then please tell me the error in this equation. What is the error in this equation? And this equation is accountant's equation, not the valuer's equation. Let me tell you. You need to tell me what is the error in this particular equation which is being told by the accountants. I want you to tell me the error. The equation says that if you have acquired only a brand, if you have purchased only the brand of a particular organization, then it will be valued as the price which has been paid for acquisition. What is the error from a valuer's standpoint in this statement? Sushma, what is the error? Value paid for acquisition, but what is wrong with it? Value paid for acquisition is right. What is the error? I want you to point out the error to me. Anusha Sinha, you can write in the chat box the error. Oh, wow. Fantastic. Correct answer. Sushma, Monica have given the right answer. Sushma, Monica. Neha Kumari is right. Pranathi is right. Absolutely, guys. So I think you have been following me since day one, where I had explained one basic fundamental concept of valuation, that guys, value is different, price is different. Value is the worth or the benefits we derive from a particular product, and price is what you actually pay for that product. There can be difference between value and price. And there is a famous diamond water paradox, which I had discussed in my first session, which will demonstrate what is the difference between price and value. So guys, water is very cheaply priced, but its value is very high because it is a basic necessity of survival of human beings. But diamond is of no value. Its value is very less. The benefits which are derived from diamond is very less, but the price of diamond is very, very high. So this equation per se is wrong as per the valuers. Accountant may say that, okay, this equation is okay. Accountant may say this, but as a valuer, I am not agreeing to this particular equation at all. For me, price is not equal to value. I will independently find out the value of this particular brand. Next, and a more interesting accountant's paradox. Guys, it says that concern acquired along with the brand. If the entire concern, if the entire entity is acquired, if the entire business is acquired along with the brand, then the formula of brand value is total purchase consideration minus net assets acquired. So the differential of what is the total purchase consideration and whatever assets have you acquired, whatever assets, which are the tangible assets, your plant and machinery, your building, your equipments, all those things. So the differential between the purchase consideration and the net assets acquired is the value of brand. The biggest example of accountant's paradox. Now, please understand this concept very, very carefully. Guys, anything in this world cannot be valued on the basis of differential of two other things. So I'll give you an example. I have 3 students in my class. I have given tests to those 3 students. 100 marks test, 100 marks test, 100 marks test. First student has scored 80 out of 100. Second student had scored 70 out of 100. I have not checked the paper of third student. I did not get time to check the paper of third student. First student has scored 80 out of 100. Second student has scored 70 out of 100. What is the total of 80 and 70? 150 out of 200. Guys, first 2 students have scored 150 marks. As per my previous experience, because I am a teacher and I have checked thousands of papers, as per my previous experience, the average marks which a student should obtain, which 3 students should obtain in any examination, the average marks which 3 students should obtain in any examination is 80 each. So 8 into 3, 240. So 240 marks is the total marks which any student should achieve in any examination. I will subtract 150 from 240. So 240 minus 150. I will allocate the residuary marks to C. I will say C, okay, I'm not valuing your paper. I am not valuing your paper. Your marks is 90. I give you 90 marks without even valuing your paper. Is this a fair approach or an unfair approach? Is this fair? Can we value the third person's contribution on the basis of residual of first two people's valuation? Is it a fair approach or is it an unfair approach? I want you to tell me, is it a fair approach or is it an unfair approach? Absolutely unfair. It is an absolutely unfair approach. Guys, you cannot value a person who is a valid student of your class. He is given test to you. He might have scored 95 if you have checked his paper. You cannot, on the basis of your residual value, on basis of your assumption that in totality all the three students should have scored 240 marks, on the basis of this assumption, you cannot tell that person that, oh, Mr. Third person, I am giving you residuary marks. I am giving you residuary, the whatever is remaining with me, I am giving you those marks. This is absolutely unfair. If it is absolutely unfair, how can you do such unfair thing with your brand? Just look at this formula. Is this an unfair formula? Are we doing injustice to our brand? Is this wrong or right? Please tell me. In the chat box, I want you to tell me whether this is right or wrong. Putting a residual value, whatever is the differential between the purchase consideration of the entire business minus the net assets, you arrive at the value of brand. Is this correct or is this is this wrong? Yes, this is wrong. This is not right, guys. Our purchase consideration can be understated or overstated. You might have not struck the deal well. Your deal might be incorrect. Your deal, while negotiating, you might have asked for lesser money. If you would have asked for lesser money, my brand value will be lesser because of your fault. I cannot permit my brand value to be prejudiced by your less assessment of the entire business. Purchase consideration can be incorrect. Similarly, the net assets value can be incorrect. This Y can be incorrect. So what if your people, the person whom you are acquiring, the entity which you are acquiring, what if they are charging wrong depreciation to the assets? If they are charging wrong depreciation to the assets, then their WDV is wrong. If their WDV is wrong, your entire computation of brand will be incorrect. So yes, I'm not saying these things are absolutely absurd or they are absolutely out of the context. Accountants use all these measures and accountants are bound to use all these measures because they are not left with any other option. They don't have an option because they are bound with the narrow boundaries of accounting standards. But we are the valuers. Guys, we are not bound by any accounting standards. We are not bounded by any narrow streets of any standards or any guidelines which are given to us. We are not bound. We will do what is correct. We will do what is right. We will do what is fair. And to do all those fair things, to do all those right things, you need to understand what is the wrong thing which the accountants have been doing and which you are doing, because I want you to strip off your mind, strip off all these equations from your mind. Please chip off all these equations from your mind. Your mind should not contain all these concepts because all these concepts are accountants' concepts. These are not valuers' concepts. So this is the lacuna which I have in brand valuation as far as the accounts are concerned. And I'm not going to use these things for sure. Now, my big question to all of you will be, what happens to self-generated brand in the accountants world? I want to answer in the chat box. What happens to the self-generated brand in the accountants world? What do accountants do in their real world with respect to the self-generated brand? What do they do? Wow, nil value. Fair market value. No, Megha, they don't assess fair market value. No, not recorded. Perfect. Ignore. Nil. They ignore. Nil. No, not cost of production. No, Lipin, not cost of production. So in the accountants world, guys, self-generated brand is ignored. It's not recorded. Accounting standards is against recording self-generated brand or self-generated goodwill or any other intangible asset which is self-generated. The accountants are against recording all the self-generated intangible assets. They ignore everything. They consider it as zero. So do you know what does it mean? It means that Haldiram's goodwill is 0. It means that Apple's goodwill is 0. It means that Reliance goodwill is 0. It means that Tata's goodwill is 0. Because all these big groups have generated their goodwill themselves and they have not purchased the goodwill from someone else. They have been continuing their business owing to their hard work for many, many years, providing good quality services and goods to the customers. They have self-generated their brands, and accountants are telling us that all these people have 0 brand value. Now, I want one word answer in the chat box. Correct or incorrect? Fair or unfair? Not correct or incorrect, fair or unfair. Because I'm not here to tell you what is right or wrong. I'm just here to tell you what is fair or unfair. Fair or unfair? I want one word answer. Lipin says fair. Lipin, I would like to talk to you offline. Please call me. How is it fair? Jayashri says fair. Okay. Jayashri also says fair. Yes, guys, you are right. It's unfair. It's not right to value your, to ignore the self-generated brand, because self-generated brand has a lot of value. You cannot ignore self-generated brand. You cannot just, not account for self-generated brand. I know your accounting standards are asking you to do so, but as a valuer, I will not, follow your accounting standards, and I will definitely equally treat self-generated brands as I treat the acquired brand. For me, there is no difference between acquired brand and self-generated brand. I will treat both these brands equally good. I will treat both these brands equally strong, and I will value the worth of both these brands. So for me, there is no difference between acquired brand and self-generated brand. So I will value both of them alike, whether it's acquired brand or self-generated brand. As a valuer, I don't distinguish between them. Whatever methods are applicable for acquired brand, I will apply all those methods to self-generated brands as well. Okay, now let me move on to my earlier slide. So guys, I told you that brand will be valued on the basis of premium price. What is a premium price? Premium price is the difference between a price of a product with brand minus price of that product without brand. So suppose you go inside a showroom. You have same shoes, same sole, same make. One shoes has a logo of Nike and the second shoes doesn't have a logo of Nike. But I'm telling you that both the shoes have come out of the same factory. They have been made by the same people. The technology used in both the shoes is absolutely the same. Everything is same in both the shoes, barring one thing. One of the shoes has Nike logo over it. Another shoes has no Nike logo over it. So guys, you tell me whether people who are coming, the layman who doesn't know about this, only you and me knows about this. People who are coming inside the showroom, would they value the shoes with Nike logo on it much more than the shoes without Nike on it, or will they value both of them equally? Yes, sir. They will value Nike shoes much more higher. They will be ready to pay higher amount for Nike shoes, and they will not be ready to pay higher amount for the shoes which doesn't have Nike logo in it. Be it the same quality, be it the same texture, be it the same color, be it the same make, everything is same. Still, people will not pay as much as for Nike shoes as compared to a shoes which doesn't have a brand name over it. Now, if I tell you that the Nike shoes, the shoes which has Nike logo in it, it is selling for 10,000 rupees, and the shoes which doesn't have Nike over it, it is selling for 2,000 rupees. Yes, that is the difference. So guys, please tell me, the additional 8,000 rupees is pertaining to what? The additional 8,000 rupees is pertaining to what? Yes, it is the premium price. It is the brand value. And this is how I will value my brand. Guys, I will value my brand on the basis of premium price, which is being charged by me from the customers. and those premium price will be attributable to the brands, and that premium price will help me to compute the brand value. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to I'm going to value that product, price that product in two ways, one without the logo and one with the logo, and the differential will be the income which is earned by me because of the brand, and that will be my brand value. So let us quickly take one example which will tell you how to value brands. A simple example which we can take. Just look at the example which is given in on the screen. This example will help you out in calculating the brand value. The following data is given to you regarding a company having a share in branded portion as well as unbranded portion. So guys, the company sells off its products in two ways, one with logo, other without logo. The company sells its products in two ways, with logo, without logo. So with logo, branded revenue, you fetch 500 rupees per unit. Unbranded revenue, if you do not affix the logo over it, then you will fetch 120 rupees. Oh, so much of difference. 500 rupees, 120 rupees. Yes, that is the magic of brand. If you add a brand to a particular thing, its price shoots up even 5 times, 10 times, 100 times. You don't even know. Okay, brand cost. What is the branded cost? 350 rupees. What is the unbranded cost of purchasing? Cost of making unbranded product is 100 per unit. Oh, sir, we understand revenue can be different for a branded product and a non-branded product. We understand that revenue can be different. But sir, how is this possible? That cost is different because cost of production is the same for both of the products, branded or unbranded. The shoe is the same. So the cost is the same. Then why is there's a difference between cost? We understand the difference between revenue, but why a difference in cost? Can you please tell me in one word what is the difference? Quality of raw material is the same. Material is the same. Material is no difference. Printing is minuscule cost. Sushma, printing cost is very minuscule. It is nothing. Here the difference is of 250 rupees. 350 minus 100. अपना स्टिकर लगाने का पैसा. आयुषी, अपना स्टिकर इतना महंगा नहीं हो सकता भाई. Absolutely. Who says this? Brand advertising cost. Gioni A1. I don't know what's your name, Gioni A1. I want you to write your name in the chat box. Gioni A1. Who's given the right answer? Gioni A1. Quality maintenance. Neha Kumari. Perfect. Brand maintenance should be the right word. Brand ambassador fees. Tarun Makhija. Perfect answer. I want to know the name of Gioni A1. Galaxy marketing cost. Perfect. Galaxy J7. I want you guys to name yourself, guys. What is your name? Your name cannot be Gioni and Galaxy. Okay, no matter. So yes, you are right that if you are selling a branded product, then you will incur additional expenditure for marketing. You will incur additional expenditure for advertising. You will incur additional expenditure for maybe royalty. You might be paying royalty for using that brand name to your parent company or to any other company in the world. So that is the additional cost which comes with using a particular brand, and therefore branded cost can be higher than unbranded cost as well. So guys, then there is research and development cost, and this research and development cost, I'm assuming that it's on account of research and development activities only, because if a question on brand valuation gives you research and development cost, then you have to assume that it's related to brand only. So we are developing our brand, because of that we are incurring expenditure. Guys, branded products is also different. 1 lakh units is branded product sale. 40,000 units is unbranded product sale. So obviously quantum will also change. People will buy more of branded products rather than unbranded products. So the quantity will also change. Tax rate is 39.55%. Capitalization factor is 18%. You have to compute the value of brand. So guys, value of brand will be computed first of all by computing the premium price. So please see this particular table, and I would want to highlight a particular row. So guys, the first column is profit from branded product. What is the profit that you are earning from the branded product? It is 500 revenue minus 350 rupees of cost multiplied by 1 lakh units. You are earning 1.5 crores. Then what is the profit earned from unbranded products? It is 120 minus 100 into 40,000 units. And guys, what is the premium price which you are getting for the brand? The premium price is 1 crore 50 lakh minus 8 lakh. That is the premium price which you are getting only and only because of the brand. because the same product, if you sell without a brand name, then it will give you revenue of 8 lakhs. If you sell the same product with the brand name, it will give you a revenue of 1 crore 50 lakhs. And guys, please see that even the quantity is same amongst these two particular numbers. The quantities are absolutely different. They are different. And some student will ask me, oh sir, we are comparing two different quantities. And my answer would be, so what? If my brand is able to generate more sales, I will attribute all those sales to brand. Doesn't matter what is the difference in quantity. I will also consider those additional quantities which are sold as my brand profits. So what is the profit attributable to the brand? 1.5 crores minus 8 lakhs, 1 crore 42 lakhs. Then there are certain brand related expenditures. So guys, if this is profit related to brand, this is the expenditure related to brand. So I will reduce this expenditure from my brand revenue. So my net brand revenue before tax becomes 1 crore 22 lakhs. This is the net brand revenue which I earn. And what is the net profit after tax, which is attributable to my brand? It is the net profit before tax multiplied by the 1 minus tax rate. 1 minus tax rate is 39.55. So I will reduce 39.55 with 1 and I will multiply it by the earnings. And I get a 73,74,900 revenue, which is totally attributed to brand after tax. So this is the additional revenue which I have earned because of this brand. And I'm very, very happy that my brand is earning me additional revenues of 73,74,900. Now, my question to you would be, guys, if the capitalization factor is 18%, what is the value of my brand? Guys, the value of brand is 73,74,900. Please tell me the method which I have used to compute the value of this brand. Which is the method which I have used? Yes, in this lecture I have not discussed the methods which are used for capitalization of brand. I will use those methods in some other class. But out of your general knowledge, which is the method which I have used for calculating value of brand of this particular company? Which is the method? I want one word answer. Which is the method of calculating the value of brand? Absolutely, guys, you already know. Sanyam, Neha, Monica, Smriti, Raja, you already know the answer. I'm wondering, why am I giving these lectures to you? Why am I giving these classes to you? You already know everything. Great, guys. You are very good. Einsteins of my class. Ashok, Lipin, Galaxy J17. All of you know the answer, even despite of the fact that I have not discussed this concept with you in the class. Very good, guys. Yes, it is the capitalization method. Krish, you are here. Pranati, Suresh, Rehnuma, Gioni one again, Sagarika, Pandey. Yes, guys, this is the capitalization method of brand valuation. And just like this is the capitalization method of brand valuation, there are several other methods which through which we compute our brand value. And all those methods are there in your syllabus, which we'll be discussing in probably some other webinar or some other lecture whenever we get an opportunity. But guys, as of now, please complete this particular chapter well. And if you have any questions, I open the floor for questions now. So if you have any questions quickly, please ask questions from me. Monica Pal, Anusha also says capitalization. Perfect, guys. Perfect. Capitalization method it is. Any questions? Priyanka Kumari. Yes, Priyanka, please ask me your question. Amortization of purchase brand. Yes, Jayashri, there is amortization of purchase brand. It happens from a valuer standpoint also, as much as it happens for a accountant standpoint. You're most welcome, guys. Most welcome. Where to practice more questions? Study mat of the institute, and you can also take my book, my notes. It has ample practice questions. You can practice those questions. So first point of contact is study mat of the institute. Could you come with DT important chapters for December 2019? Satyam sir, a request for you. They want DT, direct tax, important chapters and important questions for December 2020. Yes, guys, I had come up with these important questions in December 2019. And I will try along with Super Profs and Satyam sir to come up with more such important topics. What type of questions come from this topic? Sayam, a calculation of brand comes from this topic, and various methods which are then capitalization of brand, it comes into a picture through these methods. This come in the examination. Which one method is best for calculating brand? Raja, there is no best method for calculating brand value or any other value in the entire chapter of valuation, whether it's mergers and acquisition or is it brand or it is HRA. There is no best method. It depends on the negotiating powers of the buyer and the seller, and both of them choose a particular method which suits both of them. That is how valuation happens.